a set of 3 lit graduated ceramic nostalgic trees. So really, this will be your new Christmas heirloom. More than just decor though. This symbolizes family. It symbolizes memories and togetherness. And so we are giving you a choice of either the green or the white nostalgia trees. And remember, it's a set of 3, a 5.5 inch, a 7-inch, and a 10-inch tall large tree. And that 10 and 7-inch are exclusively in this collection. That's the only way you can get those sizes. So this is a very special collection, and because it's a QVC 2 big deal, it's also an expiring offer, which means this isn't going to be around at this price of under $50, but if you use Easy Pay, it works out to $16 and change shopping with a Q card or credit card. So let me show you exactly what you're going to get with the help of our friend, Leslie Hermanson. She is the granddaughter of Mr. Christmas.
Thank you.
Good to have you, Leslie. So
great to see you.
It's also a family tradition for you. Tell us a bit about the family business.
Okay, my grandfather started the company in 1933, and every day we are just committed to making the most special things that we can dream up for you to bring into your homes and bring out year after year after year.
And so we're bringing you something very special to our QVC shoppers.
Yep.
You kind of reintroduced us to the nostalgia trees.
It was actually, my mother had said to me a few years ago, about 7 years ago, we had one growing up and I don't know where it is, could you make one again? And from that, we have just had so much fun engaging with you, building these, designing them to really so perfectly match the memories that you have of your ceramic nostalgic trees, but making them better, making them battery operated, putting timers inside, super bright LEDs, everything that is sort of looks perfectly the way you remember it, but works
with latest
better.
technology. And that's kind of the Mr. Christmas difference. They use the latest technology and innovations. But here we're going to give you a look at what you're going to receive. So if you own some of the previous Mr. Christmas nostalgia trees, we'd love to talk to you. Give us a call. So here's your first choice, the color. You get your set either in green or the white. Look at how special that winter white. And to your point, Leslie, we're seeing them all lit up.
Right.
They're bright, they're colorful, and battery operated, so we're not tethered by a cord.
No, so easy to decorate. Think of these as an instant centerpiece, an instant mantelscape, wherever you put them. Now the smallest one does have a hanging cord so that you could hang this on a tree. Of course, we love ornaments. We especially love our nostalgic tree ornaments, so sweet and exquisite. But look at how fun they are together. We have never done a centerpiece like this, a forest of nostalgic trees.
And you know, we hear often that 3 is the magic number when decorating. It's just more pleasing to the eye. So I love that right out of the box. As you said, I could place it on a tabletop. We're going to actually give you some ideas on our set as well. But remember, you're going to have a 5.5 inch, the 7-inch, and then the tallest is the 10. And Leslie, if I wanted a 7 or a 10-inch, this is the only way I could get these sizes,
This
correct?
is it. And so many of you have written and said, I love my bigger trees, I love my little trees, I want to fill out the gaps. And so these are the perfect way. It's on its own, it looks like a collection.
Yes.
But if you already have some ceramic nostalgic trees, this is such a wonderful way to layer in those different heights, which, as Gabrielle mentioned, that's kind of, I'm not a decorator, but I've been listening to enough people tell me what to do, and three different heights, it's just really pleasing to the eye.
Well, keep in mind, this is a QVC 2 big deal. It's an expiring offer. $16 and change brings home your collection of nostalgia trees. And I do want to show everyone how it arrives, Leslie, because maybe you want to even give this as a gift. Mr. Christmas has already taken care of the gift packaging for you.
So we love it when you can send something to someone that you know will be meaningful, that will really resonate with them. And this is the perfect example. It comes in this beautiful box. They will open up this gift, whether it's a sibling, a cousin, a family member, or somebody, just an old friend who you know will love the memories that are ushered back in when they see the hand-painted details, the ceramic trees, that fabulous shine on the glaze, the bulbs, the colors of the bulbs, the faceting of them. There is just, and again, there is no front or back. These trees are decorated all the way around.
So Leslie, we're getting a really great shot of the glaze. Like you said, look at the painting. So it's not all just one shade of green.
No.
Notice it gets a little lighter at the tips, and the bulbs are faceted.
Right.
So it sparkles like jewelry, like gemstones. And I love that it's the full rainbow, multicolored, and then topped off, of course, with the Christmas star. Yes.
And we put an LED even right up in the star on top because we know it's so important, that glow.
So remember, H219499 is your item number. If you have other nostalgia trees from Mr. Christmas, please feel free to give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. I was telling Leslie, I actually have the minis.
Right.
So I used those in my children's bedrooms for holiday decorating because we didn't really go all out there, but I wanted them to have a little bit of that Christmas spirit.
Yep.
But they still live in there past Christmas. They liked them so much, they just said, can we keep them as little night lights?
My kids, the same. They did not go away. They are still in their rooms. And I love, you can even pull those and put them on the dining room table and then put them back in their room when the Christmas dinner is over. But look at how fun.
That's beautiful.
Now this is 2.5 sets because at the very last minute I threw a couple more trees on. But even if I take out, what was this? This is the other set. Here's 2 sets of trees. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at the color. I love a Christmas table that has color, that has fun. It is magical. It just draws you in, and it's something that is so different for the dining room table. You could never do it before because you couldn't run the plug.
Well, Leslie, many people are taking your suggestion, picking up more than one set. Maybe you do want to create a tablescape like this, and I feel like we have a running competition of tablescapes here between hosts. Like I see pictures posted, they were like, well, check out this tablescape. I like when it's this easy. You know,
that's the thing.
Something like this, very clever to put it on the pedestals. Candlesticks that candlestick holders you may have, you'll place some of the smaller ones on top to vary the height. And even if you don't, remember you have 3 different heights in your collection. The 5.5, the 7, and that large 10-inch, which could sit right in the middle.
Right, battery operated on a timer, and that's true. You could raise them up. Maybe you have Valerie's pedestals. Maybe you're going to lift them up somehow, but you don't have to because we've done the stair step for you. Now, this is over here. I wanted to show you because I have sort of a combination of 2 different things. This was something that we were talking about earlier, and I just thought, oh, let's grab a cake plate, because if you were to take this cake plate alone, and maybe you have a cake plate in your kitchen, and if you're like me, you have a cake plate and you're not really using it for cakes because you're not really baking cakes. But how fun to put the nostalgic trees right on a cake plate. Thank you. There you go. Put them on a cake plate, put them on a kitchen island, on a kitchen counter. Isn't this a fabulous way? Now, we also had it on a tray, and that's a more rustic look, and I love that look. But I think it is so sweet on the cake plate. Just those 3 staggered heights, instant Christmas magic, memories.
And like you said, this is something many of us probably have, gathering dust in a sideboard somewhere. So now you can raise them up. And I often feel challenged by my kitchen island. Like, what can I put here that's not in the way? This is a small footprint right in the middle, and the light, when you turn off all the lights at the end of the night, because by the way, this is on a timer, or you can use the timer function.
4-hour timer, you can keep it on continuously, but they each have a 4-hour timer. So you're right, set them all. They'll turn on in the afternoon. You'll come in. Your kitchen might be dark as you're getting ready to start preparing dinner. Great, you've got this fabulous glow from the Christmas trees. And then when you're doing your dishes, and then turn off the lights.
They're still there, glittering and glowing. All of these beautiful gemstone colored bulbs are illuminated from within. So not just the star on the top, but the bulbs light up as well. This will be your natural green choice, which has been very popular. I think when many people think of those old time trees, they were in green.
This is the classic, absolutely. And it has to it, you know, it goes with any look. I think the white trees feel a little more contemporary.
Well, let's love on that white, because that was actually my choice. I just thought they were so fresh, even though they still have that nostalgic feel, which maybe you had a nostalgia tree or grew up with one in your home, and as you said, what happened to it? Who has it now?
Did it break? Did the bulb blow out? This is not something you're gonna have to worry about. Remember, these are LED lights. They're cool to the touch, battery operated, no plugs, no worries, an instant centerpiece, an instant mantelscape, instant collection wherever you decide to bring these out.
Right out of the box. I love that creamy white, and then the color just pops off of the white tree.
Gingerbread, do you do gingerbread houses?
We actually did our first one last year.
So imagine if you do a gingerbread house, setting these just around the gingerbread house, or if you collect gingerbread houses. What a sweet way to bring those fabulous gumdrop colors into your display.
And it also looks like your house is sitting in a little forest
Yes,
of trees.
exactly.
Because remember, you're getting 3 trees, a small, a medium, and a large. The medium and large size, that 7 and 10 inch, are only available in this collection. So if you want to have that large, a medium and large, this is the way to buy in. It's only $16 and change on Easy Pay. And if you use your Q card to make this purchase, you actually get 4 easy payments. So it's going to be a little over $12 on the Q card. So we wanted to show you just more ideas of where you might place these. Because it's battery operated, the sky's the limit. Bookshelves, high shelves, places that normally don't get any attention because there may be a little high maintenance. You can set these in there with the timer and not worry about it. And by the way, Leslie, about how long can I expect to get off a pair of batteries?
The full season. So it's 3 batteries, and we did 3 batteries in the big tree because it has more light, it draws a little bit more current. So 3 batteries on the big ones, 2 on the smaller ones. But look at how beautifully these just frame the mantle, frame the wreath. You can put these, it's so easy to create a collection. And I even like it here, we have it sort of in this very symmetrical look. But how easy, this is the sort of symmetrical version, but how easy to make a forest by kind of mixing them around a little bit and having a little bit of asymmetry, and how fun to bunch them up and spread them out, and it looks so decorator done.
Look at that, the star just shines through. And I do really appreciate that you made a collection for me, Leslie. Many of you are picking up more than one set, so maybe you are thinking of gift giving with that beautiful presentation box. And now you can kind of start your own tradition, make this the new family heirloom, something that you'll pass down generation to generation, because these are ceramic. They have that beautiful glaze, and these are LED bulbs. You know, LED, they'll probably last longer than we do. So
that's for sure. That is for sure. Generations.
Right? And
truly, generations and generations of Christmases will enjoy these. And I do, you know, I love giving our trees. These are so wonderful to give as gifts.
I can only imagine the response you get, like, oh, I had one of these, or oh, I remember seeing these when I was a kid. I never knew that they still made them. Mr. Christmas kind of reintroduced this tradition to us. And when you look at a tree like this, it's not just about the beauty and the decoration. You know, this symbolizes the togetherness of the season, being with your family, memories. I think about Leslie, my mom had this candle that she would bring out every holiday season. It was a wax candle of people singing. And so it had a beautiful scent. And every season when she would bring it out, I don't know why, I just would get so excited when I would see that candle. We never lit it. It would just sit somewhere. But
of course, because if you had lit it,
it melt away.
These are things that are so special, and we talk about this all the time. The Christmas decorations that often hold the biggest place in our hearts. It's not the decoration that costs the most. It's just the one that you connect to. It's the one that connects you to another generation. And these, more than anything, really bridge the generations. These are fallen in love, you know, with by children and grandparents alike.
Well, we're going to head to the phones and say good afternoon to Carl, who's dialing in from right here in Pennsylvania. Hello, Carl. It's Gabrielle and Leslie.
Hi, Gabrielle. Hi, Leslie. I had purchased the 7-inch ones a couple of years ago when they were today's special value, and I have to say I love them because I put them in my windowsill every Christmas because I don't have a place to decorate, so I put them in my windowsills, and they come on with the timer on and off, and everybody that goes by or drives by that says, oh, they love them, they're so whimsical. And my grandmother had the big one many, many years ago where you had to put the lights in automatic, you know, you had to put the lights in, they were ceramic. And I just love them, and unfortunately she lost it or broke it or whatever in a million pieces, but I just think they're whimsical and nostalgic. Can I make a request?
Sure.
Would you ever come out with like the biggest one that you're showing there in the middle in like a music box where it spins?
Oh, because you guys are known for your music, Leslie.
Well, actually, Carl, I will let you know that we're right now dreaming about Christmas 2020 already.